Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. I'm DJ Unification, also known as Double Dragon 912, and today, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? News Fridays is finally back. Gameplay footage you see in the background, probably gonna be Russian Beat X, Return of the Brawl Brothers. Pretty awesome game, y'all. Check it out on my channel. While y'all see me talking, y'all go check it out now. But y'all want to see a full playthrough of the demo that just came out, check it out on my channel. I just put it up on Beat 'em Ups Are Back. Yes! Awesome little beat 'em up. I like it. I ain't got no problem with it. That being said, I want to let y'all guys and girls know that Jesus Christ love y'all. Remember, God sent His Son, Jesus Christ, to die for our sins. Y'all get to know Jesus Christ, man. In this messed up and crazy fallen world we live in, get to know Jesus, man, while you still can. As long as you got breath in your body, you can still get to know Jesus Christ. I'm telling y'all, I say this a lot. I'm going to keep saying it. I would not be sitting up here talking to y'all if it wasn't for Jesus Christ. Man, He got me out of a lot of mess. Stuff I got myself into, and He got me out of it, and He's teaching me who to trust and who not to trust. Get to know Jesus. He'll show you who's for you and not for you. That being said, let's get into my first news story for today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, first thing I want to talk about today on this here News Friday. Yeah, first thing I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, Summer Games Fest reveals participating partners, including the return of a major company. Wow. Now, this is what we got here. Nintendo is making a surprise return to Summer Game Fest 2025 after skipping the event for the past several years. Over 60 companies will be participating in the Summer Game Fest 2025, 57 of which have now been revealed. Besides Nintendo, another surprise is CD Projekt Red, whose next project, The Witcher 4, is still years from completion, but will seamlessly be featured at Summer Games Fest 2025, unless the company has some other surprise in store. Wow! Now, Summer Games Fest, ladies and gentlemen, probably need to talk about this because there's gaming news, and I'm a gaming channel. Apparently, Summer Games Fest is going to be June 6th. 2 days before Xbox Microsoft showcase. So apparently Microsoft gonna be here, Sony gonna be here. So I guess, ladies and gentlemen, this is our new E3. For the longest time we used to get E3 over the summertime, and E3 was never after COVID. That just destroyed E3. And now apparently Summer Games Fest is taking the place of E3. So who knows, ladies and gentlemen? Hopefully we'll see some good games. Hopefully we'll see. If not, then we'll probably see it at the Xbox showcase. Persona 4 remake. What else am I looking for? Maybe Sony has some up their sleeves. Microsoft, I really don't care what they talk about, because it ain't gonna be exclusive. It's gonna go anywhere. So hopefully we'll see some good games. I'm looking for Persona 4 remake and maybe some more exclusives. But Nintendo, if it comes to Nintendo Switch and it's exclusive, yeah, I get it. But Nintendo Switch 2, not buying that. Sony, if they have exclusive, we know they're gonna be exclusive for long. It's gonna come to the PC, and Sony stopped doing exclusives too. So really and truly, I'm looking for the games, and really ain't looking for no exclusives. Really and truly. But y'all tell what y'all guys and girls think. Which games are y'all looking forward to? Tell me all that down there in the comment section. Let's keep moving. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we're going to talk about next on this News Fridays. Here we go. Tekken 8 reveals Fukuram release date and fall DLC character. Wow. I talked about this last News Friday, but let me talk to y'all again about this. Fukuram will be released with patch 2.03 on July 7th for character pass holders. Full release will be on July 10th. Apparently that patch is supposed to stop all y'all from whining about Tekken, it's too expensive, it's too hard. Shut up. probably Tekken. Here we go. Armor King will return as a full 2025 DLC character, revisiting this role from Tekken 7. Wow, okay, Armor King back. Tekken 8 is facing backlash over the Season 2 update, now under a balanced team led by Nasaku Adeka. I probably destroyed the man's name. Forgive me. But yeah, for you Armor King fans, he's coming back, and we're getting Fukuron, whatever this dude's name is. But I know a lot of people been wanting Armor King. A lot of people excited for it. Shout out to my younger brother, Big Ant Crust. I know he's excited for Armor King, and I don't know where they're gonna go with the story. You did not know, spoiler alert, some type of way Heihachi's still alive, and I don't know how they're gonna go with the story now. The game, the story, if you want Tekken, Harada, shout out to Harada. You made an excellent game, Tekken 8. All your Tekken's been straight. If you want to really move the storyline along in fighting games, you know there's always a term going around. Fighting games don't have a storyline. That will mess up all these so-called Hollywood movies when they make movies out of fighting games. They end up destroying them because fighting games do have storylines. But when it came to Tekken, y'all had a chance, Harada, to move the story along. You had the fight between Jin and his dad Kazuya, and you had Heihachi there. You could have kept the storyline going on with that. Now, since you done brought the old man Heihachi back, I don't know where you're gonna go with the storyline. It ain't just me. Shout out to Thor's Arcade. He said the same thing. You can't really keep the storyline going because you won't let Heihachi die. He needs to die. Even over there in Street Fighter 6, Bison dead. Although he came back some type of way, but the way they brought him back is you know, well, he's the real original Bison still dead, and even in KOF storyline, a lot of those villain characters are back, but the way they brought them back is in a realistic way. The way they brought all those characters back is in a realistic way. The way y'all brought Heihachi back is not realistic at all. I gotta give King of the Fighters credit. They brought back the dead characters and dead bosses in a realistic way. And I gotta give Street Fighter 6 credit. They brought back Bison back in a realistic way. Tekken 8, y'all just threw that old man back in there. Y'all could at least wait at least 2 or 3 games before you brought him back. And if you want to bring him back in a realistic way. That's just my only gripe. I know I ain't the only one that's saying this. So let me know what you guys, girls, think about that. My Tekken 8 players, y'all ready for Fukurama and Armor King? Let me know about that down there in the comment section. Let's keep moving. Moving right along. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Now, here we go. Got some more news. Starfield PS5 port gets exciting update. Wow. Here we go. Starfield is still slated to launch on PS5 this year. Didn't know that. As per a well-known insider. So well-known insider says we'll launch it here. Wouldn't surprise me. Here we go. The reveal to release timeline of Starfield's PS5 port will reportedly be minimal. They ain't saying nothing about it. Bethesda may show up at the upcoming Xbox Game Showcase to announce Starfield PS5 port alongside the game's next big DLC. Wow. Now, shout out to all my Starfield fans. Any PS5 Starfield fans out there, y'all hype about this? Now, my younger brother, shout out to Big Ant Crust, he really hyped about Starfield. He liked it. He played it. He played it because it was on Game Pass. I don't even know it was on Game Pass anymore. He knew about Bethesda's game because he played Starfield and what's the other one? Morrowind, all that. He played all that. That's his jam. Me personally, I don't know nothing about Starfield. I don't know nothing about no Bethesda games. I can't tell you last time I played a Bethesda game. That time I played a Bethesda game when it was free on PlayStation Plus, which technically is not free, but I downloaded a little bit and played a little bit. I was like, nah, that's not my jam. But Double Dragon, why you ain't going off on it like you do Final Fantasy regardless? I'm gonna tell you why. Because Starfield and Bethesda games, they've been around, they've been established for a while, and apparently, according to what I've seen and what other people are playing, they said they kept the same formula. If it wasn't broke, they didn't try to fix it. Now, Final Fantasy VII regardless, They did not keep the same formula. They broke it up. Not only did they change from turn-based to action-based, they split one game that was on the PS1 into 3 freaking games. Regarbage. Rebirth regarbage. And now they finna make a third regarbage. Don't make no sense. Yeah, they kept the same formula. Even if you had to split it into 3 games, which you are doing anyway, Square greedy Enix, I would have bought the game. Hands down. But you done went away from the formula. And don't get me started on Devil May Cry 16. Or as y'all like to call it, Final Fantasy 16. That's Devil May Cry. Hands down. So that's why I don't like regarbage. With Starfield, I understand. I get it. Although it's not my jam, but according to our brother and others that done played the formula for Bethesda games, they say they kept the same formula. That's why I have no problem with it. Same thing with Elden Ring. I'm not a fan of Elden Ring, Souls-like games, but they kept the same formula. If it wasn't broke, they didn't try to fix it. That's why I have no problem with that. Let's keep moving. Moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what else we need to talk about here. We're all friends here. Let's see. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Death Stranding anime adaptation is in production. Wow. Here we go. Death Stranding is getting an anime adaptation with the news confirmed by Hideo Kojima himself. The anime project is in development through details, though details remain unclear. Kojima is currently working on a live-action Death Stranding film with the award-winning film studio A24. Wow. Now A24 apparently is helping make a Elden Ring's live-action movie. I don't know, apparently they must be doing what they was doing, but I'm gonna tell y'all, like I told y'all in my last video when I talked about Elden Ring, Hollywood, I don't know about anime though. Anime may have a good track record. Hollywood does not have a good track record when it comes to making live action movies or whatever. So I'm holding my breath on this. I haven't played Death Stranding. Shout out to all my Death Stranding fans out there. I haven't played Death Stranding, but from looking from their past, their records, I think it's gonna bomb. Because Hollywood does not have a good track record in making video game adaptation. Now when it comes to anime adaptation, I'm not for sure. Shout out to all my anime fans out there. I'm an anime fan. How many video game adaptation that they turned into animes have really done good? Let me know down in the comment section. Not for sure on that one. But I know when it comes to Hollywood making a video game adaptation, bomb, trash, garbage. Y'all let me know down in the comment section any good anime adaptations that y'all know that was real good. Or like that came from video games, that is. Let's keep moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies, let's see what else we got about this. Oh yeah, gotta talk about this one. Street Fighter 6 on Nintendo Switch uses expiring DLC code and game key card format. Wow. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want to talk about. Y'all know when Street Fighter, Capcom make a new fighting game that got, this is the Street Fighter 6 Year 1 and Year 2 anniversary edition. Most time when they bring out all the DLC characters, it has all the characters on the disc. But apparently this Nintendo Switch 2 version doesn't have all the characters on the disc. It has an expiration code and it will expire in 2 years. Wow. This is another reason why I'm not getting the Nintendo Switch. Not only for that, the code's expiring, that's messed up in itself, but it's got that game key format where it's really not a physical game. Now, the reason why I'm picking it up on PS5, because I first played it on PS5, and all the content is going to be on the disc, so no matter what, there ain't no code to expire. All my content is going to be on the disc, which I like. Now, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, the content's not on the disc, but the code doesn't expire. Capcom, if you're going to put code on a DLC format, don't let the code expire. People are getting gypped. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Y'all need y'all able for that Capcom. But like I said, Capcom ain't really at fault. Nintendo is too. That's why I'm not getting a Switch 2. To all my fighting game fans, y'all think that's fair? For, you know, your hard-earned money for the new characters that will expire if you don't put it in right away? Y'all think that's fair, or y'all think it doesn't matter? I'm just gonna buy the game and still play it. I don't care about none of that you talking about, Double Dragon. Let me know about that down there in the comment section. I'd really like to know. Expiring DLC codes. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Let's keep moving. Moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into my last news story for today, ladies and gentlemen. Randy Pitchford makes statement on Borderlands 4 pricing controversy. Wow, here we go. Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford controversial response to a fan's concern about the price of Borderlands 4 sparked a negative backlash. Despite negative reception, past social media disputes involving Pitchford have seamlessly not impacted Gearbox game sales. Here we go. Some games, including Borderlands 4, may have an $80 price tag due to increasing development budgets. Wow. Apparently one of these CEOs don't open their big mouth and said that $80 game is a steal. He ain't said it, but he's saying the same thing that I said in my last video. Sue, you seen it, said $80 game just a steal. You know, people that buy $80 game, it should be a steal. No, $80 game is never a steal. Like I said, only time $80 games is somewhat of a, not a steal, but justified. Say you get a deluxe edition. I talked about this in my last video. Deluxe, like I got for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. It came with the game, DLC code, soundtrack, map pack, 4 or 5 things to make it justifiable. $80 games in no shape, form, or fashion is a steal. No. Even back when, like I said, Super Nintendo days and all that stuff, you had the $80 game port, but you had PlayStation to balance it because they had $50 games. No, $80 game is never a steal. You living in the dream world, Randy Pitchford. You living in a dream world, dude. Now, shout out to all my Borderlands fans. Now, did Borderlands 3 bomb? I think Borderlands 3 bombed. I'm not for sure. Y'all let me know down there in the comment section. But if Borderlands 3 did bomb, Randy Pitchford, you should set your mouth. You need to set your freaking mouth. Because I'm going to keep an eye out on this one. Borderlands 4 come out and it's $80 and it's trash. And that game bomb. You got nobody to blame but yourself, Randy. Nobody to blame but yourself. Where these developers get off of saying $80 games is a steal? They done lost their everlasting mind. Trash. Garbage. Ridiculous. Just saying. Well, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen, for this rendition of News Fridays. Leave comments below, ladies and gentlemen, what you guys and girls think about the Death Stranding anime coming out. Y'all think it's going to do good, or y'all think it's going to be trash? Tell what you guys and girls think about Street Fighter 6 Year 1 and Year 2 Anniversary Collection on Switch 2. Got a expiring expiration date. Y'all even care, y'all still going to get it. Tell what you guys and girls think about Borderlands 4. May or may not be $80. Y'all going to buy it, or y'all even care? Tell what you guys and girls think about the Summer Game Fest announcements that I just told y'all about. Tell what you guys and girls think about Starfield coming to PS5. Y'all think there's some truth to that, or y'all even care? Tell me what you guys and girls think about Tekken 8, Fukurama, and Armor King DLC coming to Tekken 8. Y'all hype about that, or do y'all even care? Let me know about all this stuff I'm talking about down there in the comment section. Thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great videos like this on the way. Double Dragon 912 signing out. Peace out.